guys, it's Monday morning. I've still got a cold, and I'm loading the grain lorry. Got 3 in the yard. They all turned up at once. 7:30 Monday morning, and I tried starting one off with the out the spout, and that blocked up as soon as I opened up the slide. That blocked up solid, so now I'm just doing it with a bucket. So yeah, it doesn't take long to load it with a bucket, and I've got lots on the floor, so we'll have to work out why it blocked up and get it freed up in a bit. This is the lump of grown out stuff that was up in the conveyor. It was up in there on that bulk out conveyor. Just enough in there to block it up. Okay, so I'm in the mighty 50 ATM. I'm going to use a manual gearbox. It's been a while. So yeah, I'm just taking it back to the workshop, and we're going to give it a bit of a service. Change the engine oil and some filters. I don't think it's got to have the axle oils changed or the back end oil changed. I'll have to have a look in the book. Hopefully not. So yeah, right, I'll see you in the workshop. Right, get the oil out of this bloody thing. It's got a leak somewhere. I'm not sure if it's coolant or hydraulic oil. Okay, set this sump bung out. Cool. Nice to see I've done that up tight last time. Gives me a bit of carpet. Put my tub under that. Cover's pretty tight actually, for some reason. There it goes. There we go. Get out of there. Alright, let's change this oil filter. This tractor's done 13,100 hours now. She's creeping up there. It's gets used every single day, so that's why it's done so many hours on the up at the cattle yard, shifting bales of haylage and buckets of dry food and all that sort of stuff. Nice new shiny one. Bit of oil around the O-ring in there. You're all wondering why you can hear sheep. It's because the sheep in the little grass field behind me, and the fence is knackered. They keep getting out. The silly thing is they've got decent grass in there, so feels like it's cross-threading, but That's better. If we can get this tight. Just wandering around out there. They're not going to run off. I've put them back in several times and they just keep on wandering back through the fence again. Right, let's quickly change this hydraulic and transmission filter underneath the tractor. Just got to climb under. It's really low, this tractor. Basically, when this tractor was brought new, its main job was running the feeder wagon, the Keenan, and we had to have small wheels and tyres on it so that it would fit in the old cow sheds. And even then, it only just fitted. But yeah, that's why it's so low to the ground. But we don't really use those cow sheds anymore, so when it eventually gets changed, it will have normal wheels and tyres on it. How do I normally get this undone? There we go. I have to be quick with this because it all comes flooding out. I've already put a bit of grease on the O-ring on the new one. Not that it needed it, it's just got covered in hydraulic oil. Alright, nice and tight. Right, okay, so I'm just putting some engine oil in. Obviously I've put the bung back in the bottom, that helps. So I've also changed those two fuel filters as well. And the things I have left to do are, once I get this engine oil in, is start it up and run it, and then check the engine oil level, check the back end oil level because that will probably want topping up after changing that hydraulic filter, and then I've got to check all the lights, basically just give it a good check round really, check the wheel bolts, check the loader brackets, coolant level, that's okay. I've got to check the oil level in the axle, make sure that's alright. There's a little level bung right about here. Just take that bung out and check that there's enough oil in there. And also the same on these as well. Just get that right in there that says oil level. You twist the wheel round until it's the writing is level, and then you take the bung out, and hopefully a little bit will dribble out, just to basically just feel it until it comes out. So yeah, and then we'll take it back. Job's good. The other thing I've got to say was I had to blow the air filters out and the radiator. That's that done. Alright, I'm going to take it back now. Okay, so it is Tuesday afternoon. It's a bit rainy today. Spent most of the morning loading grain lorries, and now I'm just up at the farm where Dad lives, and we are putting the row crop wheels on the sprayer. The crops are starting to grow up now, and he's starting to flatten crop on with the wide wheels. If you look to the right of the screen, I've slowed it down, you'll see Eric chasing a partridge. For some reason there was a partridge hiding in the back of the barn, and Eric found it. He went off outside and caught it. See, right now he's running around with it in his mouth. We didn't even realise. And then any second now, I suddenly realise he's got a partridge in his mouth. And then I did take it outside, let go of it, and it flew off. And then I put Eric in the van so he wouldn't chase after it again. So, yeah, like I was saying, putting these row crop wheels on this Bateman RB26 sprayer. So yeah, when the crops start growing higher, the tram lines get narrower, so we have to have these skinny wheels on. And we're using the bottle jack to lift up it's underneath the axle. We're lifting up the machine, and then you see the red jack, or you could see the red jack before Dad put the wheel in the way. That red jack, we've got 4 of those. It's a demount jack. For demounting the sprayer off the actual machine. The whole sprayer tank and booms comes off of the actual machine. And yeah, we basically just put that red jack in there as a safety precaution to catch it if the bottle jack slips out. It's not actually lifting up the machine. So yeah, and then we're adjusting the track width, because it's adjustable track width on this sprayer. Press the button on that remote on the cable, and you can hydraulically change the axle width. And now we're around the front. We're going to do exactly the same again. I'm going to put the bottle jack in the middle, and then Dad's put 2 of those jacks in now, one in each side, just there. A, to catch it if the bottle jack slips out, and B, so we put that bottle jack in the middle, and then we use those demount jacks to pivot. There's a bit of a pivoting tool, so you can lower it down on one side, and then because we actually have to lower the machine down a bit to get these skinny wheels on. We'll have a look over here. So yeah, that's basically it. Right, putting on my cap. I'll turn the radio off. So, I'm going to Wednesday. Lovely sunny day today. It's actually feeling slightly warm, which is nice. Eric sat down here sunning himself through the window, and I am moving some haylage bales, or silage, whatever you want to call them. They're more like haylage really, because they're quite dry. The hay's quite dry in there, so yeah, I'm moving these. They've been stored here for the winter, and now I'm moving them up to Farm 3, up to the cattle yard. Leave a bit of a gap at the front, so it's easy to get them off. These bales, they're pretty good. They don't move around. You don't have to strap them on or anything. They don't seem to budge anywhere. So yeah, I've got to run several loads of these up the road, and because they're getting low on bales up there. They were short. We didn't. The yield wasn't that good last summer on the haylage, because obviously the dry weather. We didn't get barely any second cut. And so what they've been doing is they bought a Sherborne Reynolds tub feeder, and been feeding straw as well as haylage, mixing straw in with it, so makes the hay go a lot further. I've been meaning to get up there and make a video of it, and I still am meaning to do it. It's just finding time, because obviously I can't do it in work time because I don't work up there. Well, not when they're feeding anyway. But as soon as I get time on a weekend, I will go up there and get some footage of it and the cows and the cow sheds and stuff like that, and make a good video, just a video of the cattle yard and the feeding. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. It rained. Yeah, you saw us changing the wheels on the sprayer. You should have done anyway. It was pretty rainy yesterday, so we got that job done and out of the way. I've been loading loads of wheat. I've already done 2 loads today, and I've got another one coming at 3:30. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's nice having this squeezer. You can pick up 2 bales at a time. Makes the job a lot quicker, rather than that Browns. Oh, this is still a Browns one, but the Browns over the top one I used to have, and I used to have to do 1 bale at a time. It was pretty tedious. This is pretty good. So I just go along and I'll do 3 high. So I'll do these in 2s, and then on the top layer, I thought about going 4 high and strapping them on, but I thought the time that I waste strapping on, I might as well just go with 3 and save time strapping. And also it'd be quite a lot of weight as well, going 4 high. Nearly slipped away. Right, I'll get you back on when we get to get up the other end. We're gonna have a little ride in the 320S. Right, let's have a look underneath this trailer. I'm just waiting for another grain lorry, so whilst I'm doing that, the trailer's loaded. Just wanted to quickly adjust these brakes. You can see, because they're real sharp, like over sharp. Put you through the windscreen sharp when it's loaded, and when it's not loaded it just locks up all the time and wears out the tyres. So right, luckily I brought a 17 and a 19 socket. So basically you've got this piston here that pushes out the ram, pushes out on here, which then pushes on like that. It's almost like a torsion bar thing, goes into the brake drum and applies the brakes. Yeah, so I think that's for the because you can use these hydraulic or air. I think that's for hydraulic and this is air. So if I remember rightly, because I did this on the grain trailers a few years ago, and I think I've got to turn that bolt there. Not sure which way, but right. So we want to let them off a bit, which means twisting it back that way. Yeah, so that's right. It's literally you just undo it. I think that'll do. Moved quite a bit. I was about to go and unload anyway, so I'll be able to try it out on the way back. I'll just do it until they go slack. And then there's the 2 at the back as well. Right, so I'm in the 320S now. Just unloading these bales. This is going to be my last load for now. There'll be plenty here for now, so keep them going. When I get back, I'm going to adjust those those brakes back on a little bit because they weren't barely working. I think I adjusted them off too much. But yeah, so no, this is a real good machine for doing bales. So much better visibility than the 531. To get your bales in nice and tight, you just turn and push them up. Pretty good job. Battery, 1% battery. See how long this lasts. Be quick. Grain trailer on now. I'm rolling some more barley today. Push up there. See, just like to demonstrate the hitch on these tractors. So I know a lot of the American viewers don't use these hitches. Right. Just got to plug in these air lines. Lights. These air lines, if you didn't know, they're for the brakes. Don't want that one, that one's braked. So this one's labelled open gate. This one's closed gate. And then this one's tip. Wondering why I'm wearing a woolly hat like it's bloody December, but we have had a frost this morning and it's pretty fresh. Right, that's this trailer all hooked up. Right, I'm going to see if this old bus will start up. So I put it in here, I think it was back in October or November, and it hasn't been started since, so we should probably check the oil. The engine oil's fine. I don't know if you can see the coolant level or not, or we've got to look in the radiator. Let's have a look, shall we? Come on, you bugger. Yep, there's coolant in there. Check the fuel in a minute. Yeah, basically it's a Ford 1520, if you haven't seen it before. And it's got a little 1.5 metre Teagle chopper on the back. And it's got a bit of grass that I want to cut. Looks like the cat's been walking all over the seat. Got a bit of grass I want to cut because it's got too long for the John Deere ride-on. And the John Deere ride-on's still broken anyway. I'm still waiting for the parts for that. Right, oh, we got power on the dash, so we've got some glow plugs. Yep. Normally got to give it plenty of heat for it to start up. Handbrake down here somewhere. On a bit of reverse. Still saying the handbrake's still on, but it's not. So we're in high range right now. Look at this grass. It's growing like crazy. And this sun, this is probably the most forward bit of grass we got. There's over a foot of grass here. Easily. Lovely looking grass. This is perennial ryegrass out here. Yes. Well, most of Eric's covered with it. You can see him. At least half his body. Yeah, so that's the bottom half of this field is grass and that's oats. The reason we actually split this field in half and planted the grass out here was because it was so bad with black grass. So you put it into grass, take the cuts off before it all goes to head, before all the black grass goes to head, and bale it up, and then it should have gotten rid of the black grass. So we're going to plough it up this autumn coming and plant some wheat out there probably, and hopefully all the black grass will be gone. Right, let's go and cut some grass. PTO in. I did grease it, by the way, just in case you were worried I didn't grease it. Right, put PTO in for a few revs. Yeah, you have to have the clutch down to put the PTO in, and then when you lift the clutch up, it goes into gear. And then see up there, I've got you stuck to the ceiling with a magnet. So it's Friday afternoon. So this week I've loaded 10 loads of wheat onto lorries. No, 11. Yeah, I think it was 11. So I shifted like 300 tonne of wheat, and I moved 5 loads of bales up to the other farm, up to the cattle yard. And now I've just come out here to the grass fields where the cows are going to go to check these fences and, yeah, check them for fallen trees, basically. The fences aren't too bad. So, yeah, the cows are going to come out here next week. There's a nice bit of grass out here for them. We just hooked this bit of tree off the fence. So they're finishing up the TB testing today. It's taken them 3 weeks to do it. They did it in 3 different lots, 3 different groups. And unfortunately they actually failed. They've had 5 reactors in total. The first one was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Yeah, it must have been about 5 weeks ago. They did a pre-movement test. It was a group of yearlings that were going off meant to be going off up to Newark Market to be sold off for breeding, and yeah, they had to do a pre-movement TB test on them, and one of those failed. And then the first week of doing the main herd, they all passed, and then the second week that group 3 failed, and now the third week, this week, we've had 1 more reactor, so not good. It's not the first time we've had it. We had it several, must have been a few years ago now. And when we had it then, basically the cows that are reactors, they'll go away to be killed and inspected to see if they've actually got the lesions inside them, and then that will confirm then that they do have the disease. And then what happened last time is they came back round and the whole herd had to be blood tested, because because this first time around they just did a skin test. Second time around it'll be blood test. But I'm not sure if they're doing that this time. They might just do another skin test. And then basically just keep doing skin tests until the herd goes clear of TB. So yeah, it's not good. It's just a lot of hassle. Stress on the, on the cattle having to keep being tested. We're losing animals that have to go and be killed. That bit off there. He's not quite on the fence, but I can reach it, so it's not going to be long till he is on the fence. I just grab hold of it, and then it won't actually fall on the fence then. Otherwise, if I just go and cut it, it's going to land on the fence. The trouble is it does put a bit of stress on the. It can make the cutting a bit tricky because it puts a bit of strain on it. Stuff it in the hedge, and then it'll just rot away. I guess if there's quite a lot, it should really have a big fire, but there won't be that much, not enough to have a fire. I haven't got time for a fire. Can't really stick it in that out that side because it's ditch. Oh, there's a wood up there to our right. I'll go and put it in there. So I've decided I think I'm going to have a fire out here. I've cut down so much stuff, made a massive pile here, and I'm dragging a massive pile. I've even had to put the machine into crab steer just to get across the field because it wouldn't turn. We're going to go this way, turn that way, look, drag us that way. Right, so that's me done for the week. I've got the weekend off, which is always nice, especially this time of year. So I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'm at chainsaw course, big large felling. So I'm not sure what sort of video it'll be next week. We shall see. Right, thanks for watching, and I expect you'll see something from me next week. I'll see you then. Bye for now.